Leadership is the capability of organizing a group of people to achieve a shared mission. You know, we all want to have a positive impact on life. We all want to achieve certain things, build certain things. And leadership is the ability to see what those things are, how they can be achieved, and then to gather people to want to support you in achieving them. Much of my career has been involved in the biotechnology community, and biotechnology is about trying to develop therapies for important diseases. Particularly the work I've done is often focused on work for rare genetic diseases. And as most people know, drug development is a very high-risk business. Most drug candidates fail. And I've been involved in several companies that have had very high-profile therapies in which organizations had invested tens of millions of dollars and many years of effort that we had based the company's strategy upon. And they had significant setbacks in clinical trials. And we had to decide, what to do about those. Did we give up, or could we learn from these failures, extract some new information, find some other way to approach the development of a therapy? And sometimes we couldn't, and we decided to move on in a different direction. But more often we could, and we found ways to regroup and decide the mission was still important enough. We still felt we had the capabilities to make a difference, and regrouped and found another way to do that. Leadership comes from throughout the organization, and everyone contributes to the leadership of the organization. And any leader of an organization knows that he or she needs the input of all those people and all of those different functional specialties and areas of expertise. And so it's drawing on all of them, getting them all together, helping ensure that they share in the mission, that they are trying to achieve the same mission, and then listening, letting all of them contribute very openly, and then letting the best decision emerge. Some things are best done in a group with everybody around the table and letting all the information be shared, but then some of it is best done one-on-one, and there's a personal trust building and relationship building that can only be done really with two individuals one-on-one, sometimes two or three individuals, where a leader makes clear to people that he or she cares about their personal interests, wants to hear their personal voice, their personal reservations about a decision, and listens to those and then tries to ensure them that those will be respected even if the decision goes a different way than they might have initially recommended. Looking back at my time at the law school, I think one thing that I might wish I had done differently, and I might offer to other people as a thought, is to maybe to worry a little bit less, to feel a little less pressure. That's kind of the advice I would give, is to just enjoy it a little bit more, quite honestly. Enjoy the personal, the social aspects. When I look back, I'm still in touch with some of my friends from 40 plus years ago, but if anything, I wish I had embraced the community of friends a little bit more and worried a little bit less about completing the tasks needed to be completed. Having strong core values is essential to a leader. I think people want to be able to trust a leader, and to trust a leader, they have to believe that the leader is going to be steadfast, is going to really care, be true to the mission of the organization, be true to the interests of the people who are part of that organization, and hold those values true even in times of stress. That's when leadership, when character is always tested, is in time of stress. And to believe that people have the courage to stay by their convictions, that they have the convictions, that they want to do the right thing. It's again, people give a lot of lip service in organizations to, in the healthcare world, for example, saying putting patients first. Every major company says that. Not every major company lives that. And people who work in organizations, they come to understand the difference between companies that give lip service to values like that and companies that really live them in times of difficulty. I think one thing that in a crisis in particular can be kind of reaffirmed is that the mission is important to people. And often when there's a crisis, other stakeholders kind of give up on a company. Investors leave, stock prices drop, some employees leave. But that can help strengthen, actually, a sense in an organization of a kind of us against the world. And there's nothing more powerful in an organization than to feel that it is taking on a mission that the rest of the world feels is impossible. That can't work. They're never going to be successful. And the crisis brings that to a head. And when an organization and a team recommits to that, then it comes out of it that much stronger, that much more determined to dig deeper and find the creative ways to ensure that that problem is successfully addressed the next time. I've been very fortunate. I feel I've been very privileged to be able to do the things I do. In terms of what makes me happy, again, is an old saying, if you seek happiness, you'll never find it. if you seek to make a contribution, you'll find happiness. And I've found it incredibly rewarding to be part of organizations that have, without a doubt, made huge positive impacts in the lives of individual families, patients and families, also in the lives of communities of thousands or tens of thousands of patients and families around the world. I've met many of those patients. I've seen their journey, patients who were not able to have access to a therapy and patients who were. And to see the impact they've had, the joy that they've experienced, that their families have experienced, and to feel that I've been able to play, some small part in a team and helping that be realized, that's incredibly rewarding to me.